Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I hope all of you are doing very well. This is a much requested video for Jamie Foxx and his current situation where he's in the hospital and not doing very well. So I have been asked to do this reading. I just didn't get around to it because I was busy with other stuff and work. So finally I've decided, you know what, I'm going to do it today, and here we are. So I have his date of birth as December 13th, 1967. So he's a full-on Sagittarius. And let's take a look and see. I'm not going to go into the astrology part of it and all that stuff. I've done his chart. I have all of it over here. But I'm not going to go into detail because I don't have his time of birth. I do know he was born in Texas. So we'll just leave the astrology. We'll just purely do tarot today and see where that takes us, okay? So... I'm actually going to put that away so that I don't get distracted by that. So he is a Sagittarius. Whoa, hello. Okay. So we have the, am I holding? Yeah, I'm holding it. So we have Uranus. And then we have the Gemini card. And then we have Aries. So we will just go by what's going on. So let's see. So can a Sagittarius, right, handle the sudden changes? And okay, let me back up. So as much as I said, I'm not going into astrology. This Uranus energy is talking about sudden changes and shocks, things happening really quickly that are very impactful and are unexpected. It kind of catches you off guard, okay? But for a brief minute, I'm going to touch on astrology. Sagittarius is a very flexible sign. It's a mutable sign. Then again, it depends on what degree the planets are. So we leave that aside. The other thing we have here is Gemini. Did I say Gemini? Gemini. So duality, okay? It does talk about, again, more flexibility. So they say typically Geminis and Sagittarians get along very well. But this talks about duality. And then we have Aries. Aries could be a little bit fixed, right? I mean, don't we know? It's all about, you know, having that margin energy and willing to go to war and willing to battle. Now, I will say though, based on what I'm looking over here, it appears to me that whatever has occurred is hit him out of the blue. It is unexpected and it came as a shock. But I also feel over here, this has something to do with his immediate environment. Again, like an immediate environment or relationships, be it work, family, or friend circle. So there is some sort of a duality going on over here. In other words, somebody could have, what's the word? I don't want to say switched loyalties, but kind of done a 180 on him. That's what I'm beginning to see over here. And with the Aries card popping up over here, there's a little bit of a... I want to say tug of war in terms of clashing of egos, clashing of wills, clashing of mindsets. Okay, so 3, 5, 6. And this has everything to do with his work, his career. Okay, so whatever this pull and push, tug of war, whatever his situation is, it's got to do with his career. Either he has overextended himself, or it's just a question of butting heads and not getting along with somebody who he thought is his partner, his team, that sort of a thing. So we have the Star card. I'm taking these two guys because we have the Moon card. So this is saying, okay, see, Uranus rules Aquarius here again, right? I really can't help myself, can I? I mean, with the astrology also over here. I do believe that I'm going to stick to this. Okay, before I get any further, let me say this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. I have to say that. That's a disclaimer, okay? So I'm going to stick to this butting of heads, ego clashes, push and pull of energies, control, and in terms of whoever he thought was going to be on his side and help him along in a particular project or a new business or whatever that may be has done a switcheroo. And the moon card popping up here is saying that actually has kind of gone down the tube, because there was a lot that was hidden, there was a lot that was behind the scenes, there was a lot that was not disclosed, and then you have the disagreements, arguments, and a tussle of wanting to control. Who gets to control? Who gets to make the decisions? It's a lot. I'm going to go so far as to say this is kind of a business situation now, which has caused him a lot of stress. Okay, so whoever his partner is, whatever this new venture is, whatever like he has going on, like, you know, in terms of his investments, like we all know, right? These actors and actresses, these celebrities and all, I'm sure, you know, they diversify. You know, I would think that they would diversify considering the amount of money they make, whatever, into other businesses, other investments. It's but natural that people do that, right? Oh my God, why am I itching over here? So I do believe that push and pull decisions, this is what we agreed on, but no, it's like the last minute somebody pulls a rug out from under him, and it's like a real shock. And these are like devastating changes and shocks and devastating revelations or clarity that has come in. Okay, so things that have been, I don't want to use the word plotting and planning, but it almost appears like as much as that they have offered to help him, behind the scenes they're doing something else. It's almost like fighting for control for an entity, an organization, a project, a talent, a whatever you call it. Fighting for control. Let's put it that way. All right. Oh my God, this thing had better be. Hang on, y'all. I'm very concerned that this thing is going to blip on me as usual and stop recording, because I'm not recording with my big camera, my primary camera. I'm just doing it on my little laptop. All right. We have Judgment. Nine of Swords. King of Wands. Very interesting. There's a lot of talk and chatter in terms of the group, the circle, be it professional circle, social circle, familial circle, a lot of talk that's going on with regards to this particular situation and the people involved, and he is one of the persons involved. It's almost like people are they jumping to conclusions? Probably yes, but then again, it's not all just bah humbug. There is some truth to it. There's a little bit of exaggeration, absolutely no doubt about it, but it's like the fact that whatever this situation was supposed to have been kept quiet, right? I mean, whatever this exchange was supposed to be, or partnership, or for some reason I'm hearing equity and investment, don't ask me why. So it was supposed to have been kept on the quiet and low, but for whatever reason, maybe this control for power, control to make the decisions, that sort of a thing, and whoever it is who switched, or etc., word kind of got around, and that is what is causing him a lot of stress and anxiety. So, and then we with the, let me just move all this around because there's so much stuff as usual on my table. there's also a great need. He feels that he needs to really be courageous, and he really needs to step up to the plate and take the right action and do what he needs to. Now keep in mind, him being a Sagittarian with the King of Wands, his energy is right here. So he's like, okay, I need to step up, I need to take control, I need to do whatever it is I need to fix this situation. But having said that, there is a little bit of pushback, because this he's also struggling a little in terms of his, I know I can do it, I have the wherewithal to do it, but what is stopping me from getting there and doing that and fixing the situation or turning it around, or like almost a hindrance. It's like frozen. Okay, he knows what needs to be done, he knows he can do it, he knows he can fix it, but almost feeling frozen. Right here, this one, Three of Cups. It has a lot to do with partnerships. Eight of Pentacles. Now this is very interesting with the Eight of Pentacles card, because it does talk about continuing to focus on work, continuing to focus on what needs to be done. Okay, in terms of, I think this has got a lot to do with business and finances. So partnerships, collaborations, great. He wants to continue to focus and pay attention to the work at hand and get going with it. Like, let's move forward, let's not be stuck here. But this feeling frozen, the inability, almost feeling like he is stopped. And then you have the King of Swords. Very interesting. So this is a bit of a harsh energy, right? It's almost like, think about it, we have the King of Wands and the King of Swords right here. So hang on, let me show you. Right, so this butting of heads, this exchange of words, this animosity, this clashing is, look at this card, y'all. See, and look at this. So he's all about, let's take action and let's move forward. And this other energy around here is like, no, we have to be like, what's there to move forward? Just cut ties and be done with it. Just cut ties and be done with it. So I wonder if it has to do with three partnerships, three individuals or three entities in this so-called partnership. The King of Swords is, we got to be strategic. We got to kind of figure out how to do this. But then again, you know what? We've tried our very best. It's not going to work. So let's just cut ties and be done with it. Cut ties and be free, right? Let's just fix it and be free. I mean, not fix it. Eliminate the hindrance, and we can be free and just move on and do our own thing. This also is showing me that whatever this partnership, whatever this thing is, business, partnership, people who are involved in this, it has some international connections too. So I'm just going to say that it's not just domestic, like within the United States. So we have Ace of Cups. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Here's an offer. This is what I'm going to give you. You should be satisfied. You should be fulfilled. Accept this offer. This is a great offer, and move on. And yeah, you may not be part of the whole thing. So you may not benefit from the long-term partnership, long-term relationship, long haul returns. Okay, long-term returns. But whatever you're going to get, you will have enough to. You should be satisfied. You will be satisfied. Wish fulfillment, you will be satisfied, right? But I don't think he is quite open to that. It's on, how shall I say? Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Lot of people, y'all. Lot of people over here. Ten of Cups. Oh my God. Nine of Wands. Two nines. I don't know if he's married or he's single at the moment, but for whatever reason, or if he's dating somebody or in a long-term relationship with somebody, there is a domestic association, partnership with a significant other. There's a great need to find that the comfort, the solace, the having it all and moving on. But here's the thing. It's now a tug of war. Should I just give it up, and should I just forget about this whole thing and just move on with my domestic partner, whoever the partner, whoever it is, focus on that, focus on having that family environment, and focus on the family, my relationship, and move on. But with the Nine of Wands here, is telling me that as much, see, he knows he's capable of doing it. He knows there are some obstructions. For whatever reason, something is stopping him from going and resolving this thing and turning it around. So therefore, the self-doubt sets in, where it's like, okay, should I accept this offer? Being a little emotional. And should I accept this offer? Maybe I should just walk away from this and continue with my relationship, have that complete family, type of a security environment, even though that could be a little limiting. In terms of focusing on this and not on the business, it may kind of put some restrictions on me. Maybe I should think about that. It's almost wavering, it's like, but I also feel like somebody or something is forcing him to, it's like, okay, here's a line, you can't cross a line, stay within your limits. Okay. Almost like saying, you can't sit at the table with the adults in the family. That's what I'm feeling over here, that this other energy is purposefully pushing him back and saying, no, you can't come and sit at the dining table with the adults. You're going to remain. And again, when I say things like this, I mean no disrespect to him, please know that. That's the only way I can kind of explain it. It's like, no, you're going to sit with the other kids and you're going to have your dinner over there, that sort of a thing. And he's not happy with that. He's like, I put in so much of effort and everything. Why the heck is this going on? I've really worked for this. I'm not going to piss it away, Feeling very burdened, very burdened. He really, really needs to defend himself. He really, really needs to. This is like, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Look, I'm going to say that he really, really feels burdened. He's like, okay, this is weighing heavily on my mind, my emotions, my heart, whatever. Lot of mental stress, trauma, anxiety. This whole situation has brought him that, and he feels like he is fighting for everything he's worth, because he needs to prove himself. No, he doesn't need to prove himself. He really has a fight on his hands, because he can't afford to lose this battle, because that means, like, he's given up and he's lost. So he has to put up a really big fight to protect everything, that self-defense, protect himself, protect all that he has accomplished that far, and to keep it safe. Why? See, but with this Pentacles over here, it almost feels like it has something to do with investments, finances, business, that sort of a thing. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying, yeah, hardworking, whatever, I put in so much of effort, I'm going to have to focus back on this thing, because see, but this is another opportunity that's coming in. So it's a question of, all right, that isn't working out. I'm purposefully being stopped from moving forward and benefiting from all the hard work I've put in. So maybe I should withdraw and then focus on my private life, my personal life. But then I'm so burdened because I put in all the effort and I'm at the risk of losing it. So maybe I should really, again, try to defend myself and take this other offer and move forward. So there's that conflict within himself. It's like, what do I do? Do I just walk away from this and focus on my private life, my personal life, because I'm going to be fine, and just let this go and focus on some other offer, accept another offer? It almost seems like an offer of, okay, that didn't work out, so maybe this will help type of thing. Do you get what I'm saying? And the Hangman, interesting. No, y'all, this is like a status quo type of a situation. So with the Hangman, there's a lot of stuff going on inside over here, like a lot of turmoil, mental, emotional turmoil in the brain, lot of turmoil, fighting for control of himself, like fighting for control, fighting to be able to control his whatever's going on in his head, weighing the pros and cons, opportunities. I have choices, but I have to make a decision. There's also a little bit of feeling stuck. I know I have to make a decision so that I can move on, but feeling stuck. So whatever this situation has been, it's been brewing for a little bit of time, which has contributed to a particular incident that kind of came out of nowhere, culminated in that incident that came out of nowhere, that out of the left field, was really a little bit sudden, intense, shocking, unexpected. And then all the other stuff that comes with it. It's like, the stress, the trauma, trying to analyze, trying to figure out, unable to get a grip of things, unable to kind of decide what is the exact route to take, what do I need to take, what is the decision to take, because not only is this going to affect his personal life, it is going to affect his career and whatever his investments, etc. are. So it is going to greatly affect his life moving on. Okay, I don't know if I'm making any sense. Oh, interesting. He's got the Two of Pentacles and here, and then the Two of Wands. And the Sun card. I like the fact that the Sun card is here. So he knows he has to make a decision. Why is it almost like, but then again, waiting for something else to happen on the sideline so he can actually make that decision and go forward? It's almost like you have to make a decision, but you can't make a decision because this hasn't come in, right? So, but you have to make a decision, but you can make your decision because this hasn't occurred. So it's like being stuck in a kind of a status quo kind of a thing. But I do believe he's going to be able to get out of it. I do believe he will. I think his time is going to turn around August, the Leo season. I think his whole scenario is going to change for the better, I do believe. So Page of Wands. He's got the Four of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Lots of people around. Page of Wands, Four of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. So I would say Leo season. He is going to get another opportunity to be able to break free and start something new, which is also going to kind of give him new opportunities, etc. But he has to, there's a period of you're going to see him, as much as he's going to be able to turn around his life or whatever and get better around the August season. Everything is going to kind of seem like it's coming through and the clouds are kind of moving away. There is going to be a brief period of time where he's not going to be so active in the media. So I don't mean active, prominent in the media. He's almost going to take a behind the scenes stance. So he's almost going to be not so in front, okay, not so sitting in the front seat of the industry that he's in. It's almost like he's going to retreat backwards and retreat back, and privacy is going to be important for him, so he's going to be doing a lot behind the scenes and not be doing so much in the open in terms of his career. So maybe as far as his acting career is concerned or whatever, he might take what do they call, a step back, and he may be doing something else with regards to that, but behind the scenes. Whatever this situation is going on has caused him a lot of stress, y'all. This scenario started some while ago, but it kind of ultimately it's like that there was a lot of heat, there's a lot of what's the word, fuel that was spilled, and they were trying to manage it, but finally out of the blue somebody tossed a cigarette and it caught fire, and boom. That's how I'm seeing it, right? So that one incident really came out of the blue. He wasn't expecting it. He thought everything will be fine, it's going to be okay, and that's what has really affected him. But there are forces at play that are preventing him from doing what he can do to get himself out of this scenario, get himself out of this little bit of a rut that he's in terms of his business, his finances, his partnerships, etc. I feel like there are certain people who are purposefully keeping him at bay or purposefully suppressing him. And this has caused a lot of mental and emotional stress. So whatever is going on in his brain is kind of all this is kind of added to that, and maybe that's why he's ended up in the hospital, because it's like too much. So he's going through this thing of you know what, to heck with it, I have enough, I can survive, I'll be fine, maybe I'll take a step back and just focus on my private life and do all that. But then again, why should I let it go? I worked so hard for it, I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I going to let them take things away? That's the part that's causing him a lot of stress. I'm going to leave it at this because I know this is a very short video. There's a lot more over here, but I am not going to get into that right now. We'll do another video. Maybe I'll do a live, so that way we can, I can answer your questions too. But I'm just going to leave it for now. I got to also be careful how much information I put out there, what I'm going to, how deep these readings are, etc. Because I got to watch out for myself too. So thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.